Okay, here's the last video for this section of Chapter 3, Section 4. It's an application for what we've been talking about up to this point. An application where we have inequality, we're solving for inequalities, and we have more than one step to solve them. So I want you to pause the video for a minute and read the scenario that's going on here, and then we'll come back to it after you have like a little bit of understanding on what we may have to do. So there are two rental car companies. There's Rent-A-Ride and there's We Got Wheels. And we're trying to find out, okay, when is the cost going to be more one than the other? So, because you don't want to spend more money than you have to. And so it's saying, in this example, it's saying that Rent-A-Ride charges $55 per day, but you get unlimited miles. You can drive it as far as you want. Okay, a similar place at We Got Wheels is $38 per day, but it's 20 cents per mile. I mean, so just reading it, I know that if I was only going to drive this car 1 mile, that it is going to be less expensive for me to ride it at We Got Wheels, because it would be $38.20. But we know that that's not the case. You're not going to rent a car and just go 1 mile. So what it's asking here is, when is Rent-A-Ride going to be less than We Got Wheels? Okay, so both of these will have an expression that we will have to write out, and we have to grab it from the information that's written above. Okay, so a Rent-A-Ride is just $55 per day. Okay, and I know that, typically we would say whenever we hear the word per day or per hour or whatever, we would want to do some kind of multiplication. But the thing is, with this example, we're not looking at the number of days, we're looking at the number of miles. So that's why we're just writing a flat 55. So when is 55 less than 38, that's the flat rate, plus 20 cents per mile. Okay, so there's our setup. We're just going to solve it just like we would the other ones. First thing is subtract 38 from both sides. These will cancel out. 55 minus 38, I'll do the math for you, it's 17, less than 0.20 times m. Okay, we have to divide both sides by 0.20. And what we're going to get is 85 less than miles. Okay, so what does that really mean? 85 miles, okay, that's our tipping point. I want you to go back and think about this for a minute. We know that if we were only going to drive it 1 mile, we would go to We Got Wheels. 2 miles, still the same place. 3 miles, 4 miles, 10 miles, 50 miles. Okay, it is up until this point right here, when we are doing 85 miles, that We Got Wheels would be less. Once we do 85 miles, then that's when we would choose to rent from Rent-A-Ride.